وحرام على قرية أهلكناها أنهم لا يرجعون حتى إذا فتحت يأجوج ومأجوج وهم من كل حدب ينسلون. That Allah created human beings, not some strange creatures from Mars and Venus, or living in the interior of the earth. No. Human beings from Banu Adam. But He gave to them power, which only He could destroy. But the power rests on foundations which are godless. So these are a people with a PhD in oppression. Gog and Magog, Ya'juj and Ma'juj are human beings. But human beings created by Allah and endowed by Allah with a power that none can destroy but Him, who use their power to oppress, to corrupt, to destroy, and who are essentially godless, but who seek to replicate their way of life so that all of mankind become carbon copies of them. So when Gog and Magog are released, then all of mankind are going to join a special Jamaat. What is the name of that Jamaat? The Blue Jeans Jamaat. And all of mankind going to be eating KFC, a McDonald's. Who won roti chai? And all of mankind are going to have the same diseases. And all of mankind are going to die the same way. The world will be so monotonous. Everybody the same way. This is Gog and Magog. And at the end, they will take 999 out of every 1,000 into the hellfire. Hadith al-Qudsi, repeated 4 times in Sahih Bukhari. So this is not just something to laugh about. It's a very important subject. وَحَرَامٌ عَلَى قَرْيَةٍ أَهْلَكْنَاهَا. Allah speaks of a town which He destroyed. أَنَّهُمْ لَا يَرْجِعُونَ. And the people of the town were expelled. And then a ban was placed on them that they could never return. حَتَّى. Until when? إِذَا فُتِحَتْ يَأْجُوجُ وَمَأْجُوجُ. Until Gog and Magog are released. And for that you need to go to Surah Al-Kahf. فَإِذَا جَاءَ وَعْدُ رَبِّي جَعَلَهُ دَكَّاءَ وَكَانَ وَعْدُ رَبِّي حَقًّا. That this barrier I have built is because of Allah's kindness. But when that time comes of which Allah has warned, آخِرُ الزَّمَنِ, Allah is going to bring down the barrier. And Gog and Magog are going to be released. So the Quran is saying, you will never return to reclaim that town as your own until Ya'juj and Ma'juj are released. But not only that, something else. وَهُمْ مِنْ كُلِّ حَدَبٍ يَنْسِلُونَ. And they spread out in all directions. And so with their indestructible power, they take control of the world. And you now have the world order of Gog and Magog. When that is in place, then you will see these people being brought back to the Holy Land, because the town is Jerusalem. So now the Quran is explaining to you the world in which you live. You saw it. That after 2,000 years the Jews came back to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own, and you could not understand what's going on here. And nobody could explain it except the Quran. They have come back to the Holy Land because Gog and Magog brought them back. They could never reclaim it as their own and restore a state of Israel in the Holy Land. Now it is Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam who explains why a state of Israel has been restored in the Holy Land. Because they rejected him when they saw him die on the cross. They say he could not be the Messiah, because the Messiah has to rule the world, bring back the golden age. So they're waiting for the Messiah to come. So Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam said that Allah created a being, and Allah programmed that being to impersonate the Messiah. And he is known as Al-Masih Dajjal. In order for him to impersonate the Messiah, he has to rule the world. I mean, this is elementary logic. You don't need a PhD for this. He has to rule the world. He has to impose a universal political dictatorship upon all of mankind. He has to impose a universal economic dictatorship upon all of mankind. He has to impose the dictatorship of his monetary system. He has to liberate the Holy Land for the Jews. He has to bring the Jews back to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own. He has to restore a state of Israel in the Holy Land. And he has to cause that Israel to become the ruling state in the world before he appears as a human being and makes the claim from Jerusalem that he is the Messiah. And so now we know that in Akhirul Zaman, this will happen. Strange things will happen in the world, so that one people could rule the whole world. They have already liberated the Holy Land from Muslim rule, 1917. They have already brought Banu Israel back to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own between 1917 and 1948. They have already restored a state of Israel in the Holy Land, 1948. And that Israel has now risen and grown to become a superpower. And that Israel is now poised to replace the United States of America as the next ruling state in the world.